hang on, because this is only the second time I try this one. Well, free will and limit. This is going to be tough. So again, hang on. You see, I already talked about this. The deception, that is what this system is about, begins with the religion. Because we are spiritual beings, so they created religions. That is the spirituality illusion. So people are led to live a life with belief in not consciousness, and that is, of course, I think you already saw that everything in the system is on the same way. So again, you know the phrase, Father, forgive them because they don't know what they are doing. You see, they are mocking on people because it's exactly what they are doing to people. People have no idea what they are doing. They have nothing to lead with situation. People are well, let's see. The belief. You know, this is critical. I suffered all my life so much because of this kind of shit. First, as I said, in my 3 years old, I heard someone, I can't remember exactly who, asking my brother, because he was at that time already in school, asking what he wanted to be when grew up. And I heard that and I thought myself, what? People are nuts, are crazy? What's going on? This is a joke? They are playing with it? What's going on? You see, what can a child know about whatever to choose? You see? And that is what this system is about. So they create the illusion and lead people to live in the illusion. And so I suffer when my mom took me with her to church. I couldn't get it. How could people do that? Like at that time, the priest talked in basically most of time in Latin, and so most of people, almost everybody, people didn't understood that what the priest was saying. So only the priest tell them to say something like "Amen" to this or that. You see, this is madness. I saw that, and I thought to myself, oh man. All Sundays, well, you see, so in everything in this system, people are led to accept that they know, they have consciousness about whatever maybe, so they are responsible. What? People know nothing and accept the idea of they know or should know or to accept the law and so on. And the law is you see, so people don't know what they are doing. When I heard things like God, what is that? You see, people should at least try to know what that is and not believe. Believing what? Something. Well, yeah, there's something. We are here, live. We are alive. Yes, there is a world, and you see, the belief people are led to think that is they only have to believe, whatever maybe. Religion, politics, and so on, science. They think they just need to believe in something. Well, let me say this. You have no idea the importance of the doubt, the benefit of the doubt. You have no idea, because really you should understand this. You should put in first place the doubt. If you don't know, you should accept that. You should be honest with yourself, and so more than belief, you should doubt. You should doubt. Why? Because only this way you can get to know. Knowledge doesn't come, well, what do you want? Put guilt in God? So many times I see that. If you don't do that, well, what is the excuse? Are you punishing yourself for something? You see, what is consciousness? Do you know? It's what? If you believe in something, no, it's the opposite. You need to know and not believe. Know is the opposite to believe. You see, you may be right sometimes about something or whatever. You may be right. But if you don't know, if you only believe, you don't know. You see, I respect people until the situation like, okay, they don't know, okay, they believe, again, I respect the belief until, you see, until there is a limit. People need to try to understand, gain consciousness, because that is what this is about. Realization. Spirituality is about realization. Well, now, not only religion, there is another kind of way to lead with this, that is more about pagan. We can call that pagan. Not that is exactly the case, but that is more rejecting religion, trying to explain things in another way. That is, for instance, with the ideas of atheists or something like that, like Palladians and so on, or well, there are many things around this, like meditation, and I ask them, do you know what is meditation? You see, it's like in religion, pray. Do you know exactly what that is? Because the thing is, there is something behind. There is something like in life. You know, there are people sharing things like, and I did the same. And I leave you some image, interesting video I took, some snapshot, and I share. Well, more than one video. Just some image to, to share. different things, but the same. I mean, for instance, if we talk about sacred geometry or numerology, you see, there is a language, yes, the same. There is a way of doing things. We are talking about life, how life express itself, how life manifests itself. You see? Yes, but then there is another thing. That is the reason why everything exists. You see? The code, spirit. So, the same in religion. If someone asks people, well, what do you think about the meaning of life? Oh, well, yeah, he only lived for a few years, and so, you see, the satanic scheme leading people to give not much importance, not much value to life. And so the same, they say things like you came from dust and you are going to dust, and things like you can see in the other way of saying things, like, oh, universe. You see. So, Big Bang. You see, so the thing is, where is the place to consider the rational thinking? Yeah, because rational thinking, it's something that belongs to human being. Only human being has that capacity, that because is about the capacity of appreciation, value. That's why this scheme, religion, and so on, right? Because there is a code, there is a reason, and so to understand the reason, the rational thinking, yeah, this brain has not only the reason to exist as animal, to survive, no. It's to appreciate. That's why we are live in another way, and things like pleasures, food pleasures, drink pleasures, sex, drugs, pleasures. You see? So, human beings are led to forget completely its own nature. You see? So, now I ask belief, yeah, but until where? Until when? What is the limit? You see? What is the limit to use the rational thinking? And that has to do also with everything. Everything. This is more for another video, of course, but I give you an example. In the matter world, economics, everything, cultural, sports, everything, you are lead always to ignore limits, to put the will, the ego, and so on first place. And so you are led to be complice of absurd madness. I can't express myself enough about this. This is madness. People are led to accept as normal things like, okay, if someone can buy a Ferrari or something like that, why shouldn't? If someone can buy more, well, that's why someone creates another brand, another car, and so on. You see, because there is a possibility to sell that, and because there are people that maybe buy that, and people, many times you can see people buying things only because they want to be owner of something like this or that to show or whatever, you see. So, and then of course people live basically as slaves somehow and think, okay, this is who make people slave. Ooh. You see, there is a reason for everything. If someone, I already talked about this, but it's simple, about economics, about rational thinking. See, everything has a reason. The law is, okay, it's only for someone, not for all, you see? So, if someone is the owner of the cake, the cake represents, as imagine, as the world matter, everything that is. If someone is owner of everything, what do you think? Is your owner, of course. And if you think that person or that shit will give you some slice, good slice of that cake, I think you get it, the picture. So, what's the limit? Always. I've been talking about things like social contract, that is participation. because people, the season cannot be represented and is not represented. There is a duty, a responsibility, so there is a contract. The problem is people didn't get it yet. So, you see, where is limit? The same, I will talk about, I have videos about this, but I will bring again and again, I don't know how many times, but I will bring again these matters, because I can, I don't know, say something more about that. I don't know. Well, an example is the kind of company in economics, how things work, how things should work. You see, you live in a world that is about power. Remind this power. So there is a secret organization that prepare everything. So they have the money, whatever, if it's fake or not, doesn't matter. They have politics, they have everything. So everything works in that favor, you see? So they produce things to sell you. You know, so I think you get it. So doesn't matter if it has to do with sports or whatever. They put people like animals in every way. Economics, in sports. It's only a scheme, and then to accept the power of money, who have the money to get the money. You see, people are led to accept the scheme that is against them. But people think they are participating, they are like them. Oh, you can be millionaire. Yeah. And life doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So the others, doesn't matter. And so on. Nothing matters. Only what? Power? I hope you understand this, because really this year everything is going to blow up, and next year, well, you need to think that the system doesn't give you the right tool, so you don't have it. You need to rethink everything, the way you think, like politics representative. You see? So everything must be rebuilt. So above all, rethink. And so what is here in first place to take is participation. So We need to create a new version, new everything, new everything. Not only to something to wear, like clothes. Not that, not you want to dress something new. No, you want to show something new. No. I think you get it. So, again, keep well until next one.